Coming up this week on the OK Bloomer podcast.
Damn, Nicholas Pickles, that's a lot of chicken.
Don't know about the future. Don't.
They don't care about the future, cause they live it in the past. Sal and Curtis are taking all 5 seasons of Blossom to task. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll be weak in the knees. This show's got more range than Nick on the keys. Only gal in the house, and that's how she goes. One brother was a junkie, and the other one was. Weekly lessons coming fast in the Russo flat. Blossom's teenage girl problems are as big as her hat. So take your opinionations and make them shine. It's the OK Bloomer podcast, and it's about damn time.
Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. Don't know.
We're going. Let's do it in 3, 2, 1. I gotta leave a space. Why do I do that all the time? I'm like 3, 2, 1. It's the OK Bloomer. As someone who like edits audio and I'm on the radio, God, I should know better. 3, 2, and actually like
all
the
this
one,
is staying in.
the one is usually silent. Isn't that how you do it? Like, do you
That's how I do it.
in your
Hey,
you're-
hey, Curtis.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yo.
just start talking.
Yeah.
Just start talking.
3?
You can cut in whenever
2.
you want. You're editing.
Yeah.
Welcome to the OK Bloomer podcast, where Curtis Anderson and Sal Accardo go back to the 90s. We revisit all the good, the bad, the ugly, the fashion, the sayings, the inappropriate but appropriate at the time messages that went out on primetime television through the lens of the Russo house, through Blossom. That's right, it's the OK Bloomer podcast, where we look at the 90s through the show Blossom. We got the Phenom on the 1s and 2s in there. We just spent 20 minutes talking about vacations that we did not record, Sal, but good. It was nice catching up with you. Things are well, hey?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, things are going well.
Right on.
We're finally coming out of this deadly winter that we've had.
Yes.
I'm feeling good. We're coming out of it. I'm
There's
coming out
light-
of hibernation
There's
now.
light at the end of the tunnel.
Is there ever?
Oh, Sal, I'm almost off switching directing at Sastel Center, as where you used to work when you were here. I'm back on
Right.
camera. I rehabbed the body. I've been
Oh.
switching and directing for the last like 3 seasons, and now
Yeah.
we've got this Ronin camera, so it's not
Okay.
like, because my body fell apart from having a heavy camera on the right side of my body for 20 years. Like my ribs just like
Yeah.
all out of place. But now we've got
Yeah.
this thing that like equally distributes the weight in front of me, and so I've done
Oh,
that for
that's
the
cool.
last 3 games and no pain at
Yeah.
all. So
Feeling
I
good,
am-
eh?
I'm feeling great, and I get like that.
Nice.
I love doing camera. Like
Yeah.
when you're sitting in that little thing just clicking buttons and you're following a script, and it's like it's work, right? It's work. You have to pay attention. You have to constantly be having like 3 conversations at once, and it's fine. Like
That's literally what I do for a living.
yeah,
so-
right. Like, I know, and it's like it can be a lot, but that's like what
Yeah.
you do for a living. This is like my 2nd or 3rd job. So after thinking all day,
Oh,
sometimes it
Whoa.
kind of that wasn't. Okay. I'm saying, if this was
Yeah.
my primary job, I
right.
would be fine. I would step up. But this is like after my radio job, which requires me to think.
No, I get it.
I
get
go
what
to
you
this
mean.
other job where when I was on camera, I never had to think. But for the last 3 years, it was like I went from one thinking job to a second thinking job, and I forgot how nice it is to not have to think at that place. Because now I'm just putting a camera in front of kids' faces, and they go crazy, and they are so
Right.
happy, and the parents are like,
Yeah.
"Thank you." And
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm in a better place now because I don't feel rattled because I'm not using 100% of my brain all day anymore.
Well
And-
put.
And
well
your
put.
job
Yeah,
is
no,
a
I can
joke,
see how that
Sal.
would be a
Your
lot
job
more
is
fun
a
anyways.
joke, okay? You know where I
Yeah,
said
it really is. It absolutely is. I have no doubt about that.
it.
And I hate my company.
Wow.
All right, let's cut all this out.
Like, am I your
Um,
company? Me? Is it
yeah,
Phenom? What
my,
does
my
Phenom
present
do?
company. No, I'm talking about myself.
Hey,
of
which
course.
one, Sal? I'm not familiar.
Let's not get into it.
I don't even know what's
Let's
happening.
let's get into the episode.
Classic when did we stop joking moment on OK Bloomer.
No, we're just trying to get Sal in trouble. Come on.
Funny enough, my friend sent me this morning. It's a meme, and it says, bracket, suddenly turning serious after riffing with you for 15 minutes, and bracket, it's actually sick what you've been saying. Yeah. That's pretty much what happened right here.
Yeah.
It's the OK Bloomer podcast. Where are we in our journey through the 4th season after our little detour back to Arlene McCafferty land last week, which was a lot of fun. But we're back on track. We're back on season 4. We are pushing towards what?
No, I was just saying it was a lot of fun to go back
okay.
and revisit. And actually, like, we took a break from where we currently are in Blossom, but actually in recording time, we took a bit of a break as well. So it was like actually rejogging my memory of like where we were in the series was like a bit of a catch up for me as well.
To recap,
so we're back.
For me anyway, season 4 started off strong, and then they faltered a little bit. I mean, we had a good run of like 6 or 7 really good episodes, I think, off the top, if I remember. And then we dipped into the absurd, and we had the record low worst episode ever, which is almost at 3,000 views on the Dufferin Avenue Media Network.
Nice.
So we continue this journey of the unknown. I wish I felt better going into this next few episodes of like this streak of great writing being intact, but I'm a little shaken now. Because I think for a while there, it had built up so much positive momentum. I was giving it a little bit more of a pass than you were. And that goodwill is gone. That goodwill is gone on my end.
Fair enough. We're definitely into like the filler portion of the season.
Yeah.
Like this is definitely just like filler episodes. But where did we end off? We ended off on some huge things. Tony got married to Shelley.
Yep.
Nick has a potential long-term girlfriend.
Yep.
We saw Buzz again.
Buzz came back.
And Blossom and Vinny got engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All things that I kind of forgot about until you mentioned them.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. And
that
I
is
think
a problem.
the writers did too.
Okay.
So, let's get into the episode. Why don't we let Phenom take it away?
Season 4, Episode 15, Copycat, directed by Ted Wass, written by Glenn Merzer. First aired on December 13th, 1993, to 18.8 million viewers. Disney Plus says, a new kid imitates Blossom. A character in Shelley's book resembles Tony. IMDb says, Blossom has problems with a doppelganger. Tony is an inspiration for a character in Shelley's children's book. And TVDB says, a new student irritates Blossom by imitating everything she does. A character in Shelley's book resembles Tony.
First of all, isn't doppelganger like a ghostly double version of a living person?
They put the accent on the A and everything.
Yeah, that's not what
a little umlaut.
A girl who dresses like another girl is not a doppelganger at all.
See, from the little thumbnail on Disney Plus and like the description of the episode, I thought that it was actually going to be Mayim Bialik playing both roles.
Oh, with like the
that's what I thought.
With the South Park split screen.
Yeah, or like Phoebe and Ursula. Like I thought it was going to be her doing both roles, especially when they said doppelganger. But it's not where this episode went.
And then she'd go up to the upstairs bedroom, and Evil Blossom would be like eating Joey's heart, perched like Mr. Peepers on his bed.
Yeah.
I'm a doppelganger. No, it's just a girl who dresses like Blossom. It's not a goddamn doppelganger, okay?
Yeah.
And then her poltergeist older brother has issues with his artist girlfriend. What is okay? I looked up.
McCafferty was a vampire.
Yeah, well, she did suck a lot of life out of Nick, right, for 3 days. And she was like, "This is your kid." Yeah. Just jokes. I knew it wasn't. Haha. And he was like, "You tried to ruin my life, Arlene McCafferty."
Yeah, but I will still totally have sex with you again.
I will still do this all over again. History will repeat itself. I looked up Copycat because I knew that was like a kind of popular thriller in the 90s. What year? Were we
Yeah,
on
I
here?
remember when that came out.
What year was this one?
93.
90.
Okay, this
93.
came out in 95, so clearly inspired by the Blossom episode. Yeah. Okay, nothing to do with anything. There's really no funny. I thought maybe I could get some like fun connections between Copycat, the 1995 film, and
How about that Dermot Mulrooney?
what a looker, right, Sal?
He's not a bad looking guy.
Sure. Holly Hunter, Sigourney Weaver, and Christopher Young. Okay, well,
Harry Connick Jones.
yeah, the Junes, HCJ,
Yeah. HC Jones.
Harry J,
Yeah, that sounds dirty.
Harry CJ, Harry Conjure. There, see, that's what you do, the doppelganger. God, okay, you know what?
We're gonna cut a lot
The
from
Nick?
this one. Hey,
No, okay.
The Nick.
We start with the intro, no cold open, and not only do I, well, okay, first of, oh God, it asks, do I want to skip the intro? And I do not. And then I also giggle when it says, slap all your pussy, slap all smiles, because I still don't know what he says there, and I can't, now that I have that, I can't unhear him saying, slap all your pussy, which I, snap is
Yeah.
a fun verb. I don't know what Dr. John's
Sure.
trying to tell us.
I-
Dr.
yeah, who
John,
knows?
he was into some weird all right?
And
And nobody
He did
questioned.
the Blossom theme song.
Nobody questioned. They're like, oh, Dr. John did the theme song. He's just like, snap on your pussy. Dressed like Papa Shango.
do you want to know the real lyric, or is it more fun to?
No, hit me.
Do you have it?
I have it's on Genius. My opinionation, Dr. John. Do we want to do the lyric deep
Do
dive?
Phenom, do a dramatic retelling of
I'm
the
gonna
intro.
do
okay?
slam poetry version. Don't know about the future. That's anybody's guess. Ain't no good reason for getting all depressed. Fire up your pad and pencil. I'll give you a piece of my mind. In my opinionation, the sun is gonna surely shine. Stop all your fussin'.
That stop all your fussing.
Slap on a smile.
Slap on a smile. Yeah.
Oh, am I
okay.
getting it? Am I getting those two lines mixed up?
You know what? Now
swear
that
it
he
was the
says
two
it,
of
I knew that was the lyrics, but
Go out and walk in the sun for a while. Don't fight the feelin'.
That was
My-
Nick Russo's line.
My page just refreshed. Hold on. You know you want to have a good time. And in my opinionation, the sun is gonna surely shine.
You know what Nick Russo's talking about.
Yeah, that's the Nick Russo part of the theme song.
Okay, so what are the two lines? It's not snap. Snap's the second line. It's
Stop all your fuss.
stop all your
Slap on a smile.
Stop all your fussing.
Stop all your fussing. Slap
I
on a
love how you
smile.
gotta say it like that. Slap all your fussing. Slap on a smile.
Because I don't want to beep it out every time. Dr. John, you sick son of a. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't care what IMDb says. I know what I hear.
He's putting hidden meanings in his song, man.
Yeah, if you play that backwards, that's what it says, and it tells you to kill your
Yeah.
parents. What couldn't Dr. John
Where
do?
are we in the show? Where are we?
You remember when Dr. John
don't
made
think
the
we
Ultimate
started.
Warrior bleed black goo from his face?
Yeah. I do remember that. And then he became a pimp.
Yeah. The Ho Trade. Watching old Royal Rumbles with Macy now. She just knows him as the guy that brings out all these girls. She's like, oh, this guy, because he like never actually gets to the ring. He just
That was pretty much his entire thing.
I know.
It's literally all he did.
And I'm like, yeah, this sucks. I hate this. Don't bring out more hoes.
Yeah.
Oh god. We got the book club coming in at 3, Sal. Let's get to the episode. Gary
Oh,
Nichols
darn.
gonna
All
come
right,
in with
cool.
with a broom and push us out of here. Okay.
Yeah.
6 has a music appreciation assignment, and it sucks she has to dissect the lyrics of a song, and in just like the most sitcom setup, Blossom's like, "What song were you assigned?" And she goes,
Yeah.
"Baby Got Back."
Yeah.
We're not off. We're stumbling out of the gate on this one, Sal.
Yeah.
Also, no hats today on either girl. None. We're hatless.
Oh, wow.
No
good
hats.
catch.
All right.
Okay.
Take it away.
Yeah, so then they start talking about how the new girl in their school is like Blossom's shadow, and everybody's talking about how they dress alike. And then there's like a little gag here. This was like totally a cold open thing. Was this a cold open or not?
No, not
Okay.
on Disney Plus
So
anyway.
yeah, so Six calls her out for how much she's saying excellent lately. And she's like, "Oh, you're saying excellent more than Joey says." Whoa. And then just then Joey bursts in the room and he's wearing an amazing cut-off flannel shirt. Do you notice that? Like
Oh
no
yeah, God
sleeves.
yeah, yeah.
It's like red flannel shirt. And yeah, he asks Blossom for something, and then in the end he's like, "Excellent," and then leaves the room. And then the whole ending punchline is Blossom going, "Whoa." So yeah, it fully had cold open energy here. That's why I
Totally.
wasn't sure.
I
Yeah.
wrote, "There's a new girl, and apparently she dresses exactly like Blossom." And I said, "How?" Like
Yeah,
only one person can raid the Lost and Found at the YWCA. They both can't.
it's true. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, and she's like, she acts like I'm her big sister. And then Six goes, "Well, what program did you meet her in?" And she goes, "It was called Big Sisters." I laughed. All right. You're winning me back a little bit. Uh, what is this? Susan Garfalo thought you were copying her. I don't know why I wrote that. That must have been some throwaway line. But yeah, they do the Joey pops in, asks to borrow. Okay, so Joey pops in, asks to borrow a tennis racket, and Blossom says sure.
Oh, right.
And he says excellent and says whoa. I was gonna call him out on this, Sal, and I looked it up. Most tennis rackets are unisex. I was gonna be like, why is he using a girl's tennis racket? But no, they're unisex. Although women's rackets tend to
I
be
would have
lighter.
assumed they would be. Oh,
I thought
okay.
there was like that wasn't part of a bit. I thought there was actually like men's and women's rackets, and so the internet tells me women's rackets are typically lighter. So
How much lighter can you get with a tennis racket?
I don't know.
They're basically made of air.
What's the deal with a tennis racket?
What's the deal with tennis rackets?
You're using a girl's tennis racket. They're unisex. Okay, Anthony's wife is now she's
classic
she's just
Seinfeld bit.
moved in, right?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
she's
what
just in the
that's
kitchen.
the first thing I took note of.
by
Are they just
herself.
living at the Russo house now? Like,
She's above the garage with Anthony,
yeah, Nick must be thrilled
like
about
a
this.
gypsy.
Yeah,
And so now she's just in the kitchen. She's just there. She's just
Yep.
working on her art.
she's just there
working
working
on her art,
sketchbook.
making her little silly
Yeah.
drawings in the kitchen. No one else is home.
Yeah,
She's just there.
yeah.
Yeah, poor Nick. He has to deal with this now. I said, living here as well. Like- and then I said, I don't know. Is she drawing dirty pictures? Because as soon as someone comes in, she's like,
Yeah, I know. It was like-
hides them. It's like-
yeah, but then like just leaves her sketchbook lying around the house all the time.
Yeah.
Like doesn't want anyone to see them. Yeah, Nick must be thrilled about this. So Tony and Shelly are apparently just living in the Russo house. Tony comes in, he's worried about the future and staying sober. And considering last week he got wasted and married this girl, I think he should be concerned about that.
Does he not listen to his own theme song? You're not supposed to worry about the future. It's anyone's guess. As we just had a dramatic reading from the Phenom.
That's true.
What else are you supposed to do?
That's true.
Yeah, he's worried about he's so worried about falling off the wagon. And I said, allow me to point out that last time you fell off the wagon, things kind of worked out for the better, bro. You know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and honestly, I'm gonna go into it now. That's the lesson of this week.
Okay.
Can alcohol be damaging? Of course it can. You have impulsive behavior, impaired attention, concentration and judgment, some drowsiness, aggressiveness and violent behavior, slow reaction time, slurred speech, blurred vision, flushed skin, nausea and vomiting, frequent urination. Long term can be damage to liver, brain, heart, and stomach, but you know what? It's really fun. It increases your
All this
courage.
stuff. Yeah, it's really fun.
It increases your courage. You become funnier. Everyone else becomes more attractive. You try to hang pictures of yourself in your friend's house when it's their birthday, right? Sometimes.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just end up starting a podcast with your best friend and do 85 episodes. Drinking's kind of cool. I'm sorry.
All valid points. All valid points, Curtis.
And if you're Anthony, you stop being a stick in the mud and you wed and sleep with a solid 8.5. So why don't you drink again, Anthony?
Yeah. It seems to be working out for you, actually.
You also won a bunch of money gambling. Like,
That's true.
if anything, this show has taught me to drink.
Yeah, only good comes from that.
Clearly.
Now that I think about it.
Right?
Yeah. So
Also, I
this-
really like the Shelley character.
I do too.
I think she's a
Yeah.
great addition to the show.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, but this week the backup plot is she's working on a sketch of a frog and won't show Tony the sketch. That's what we learn.
I was like, every single page is just a dick. That's all she's drawing. Sitting at the Russo kitchen table, just drawing dong after dong after
Drawing
dong.
dicks all day long. Yeah.
Surprise!
All right.
I don't have a job. Joey comes in. Oh, sweet Joey Lawrence, dressed like.
Whoa, hang on.
me.
I
Hey, okay.
wanted. Are you on to the next scene? We get a too many cooks. We get a too many cooks to the Russo house. Did you notice a mailman walking across the lawn?
I did not. What? There's a mailman?
Yeah. There's like an establishing shot of the Russo house from like a different angle. There's just like a mailman walking
I
across the front lawn.
Did not see that. I think, and I'm usually pretty observant on the too many cook shots, but no, I didn't see that at all. All right.
Loved it.
Okay,
Loved
can I move on? We get to Joey
Go for
Lawrence. Okay, Joey Lawrence.
Yep.
Dressed like me, dressed like Steven Dorff. Dark jeans and a black t-shirt. I love it. And have you noticed his shiny cross necklace just gets more like predominant every episode? Like,
Yeah, but he's like wearing way more jewelry in this scene altogether. He's got rings, he's got that cross necklace, a bracelet, a watch, and a wallet chain.
he's got the bling.
He's like, yeah, he's
But
like
I-
completely decked out.
I really have noticed the cross necklace in the last few episodes. And I'm wondering if that was actually like Joey Lawrence himself being like, I'm going to wear this. And so I looked him up.
Maybe.
I was like, I Googled, is Joey Lawrence religious? And it says he's apparently pretty religious, quote, but not annoying about it. That's literally what the internet says. And I was like, hell yeah. Yeah. As if you couldn't get any
See, that's
cooler
my
Joey
favorite kind.
Lawrence.
That's
Yeah,
my favorite kind.
absolutely.
He's going to be religious.
I said, as if
You
this
can
guy
either be
couldn't get
Joey
any
Lawrence about it, or
cooler.
you can be Kirk Cameron about it.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to be?
And I said, for real, you want to be like hardcore Catholic religious or whatever, good for you. But like, use it as a blueprint to like live your life well. Total respect. Everything else, it's the kooks that give it a terrible name. Like Kirk Cameron, Kirk Cameron hating on gay people, and his sister Candace Cameron saying that, quote, watching horror movies opens portals in your house. Did you hear that? Did you read that?
I did hear that. Yeah.
She thinks if you watch horror movies, it's going to open a portal to another dimension where demons are going to come out, right? Also, if I ever get to interview Kirk Cameron, if I ever get my job back as a A&E reporter and I get to interview Kirk Cameron, I'm going to ask, if you're inside during the rapture, are you just stuck against the ceiling like a balloon? It's a valid question.
Fair enough.
Are you just there? Head in the
Yeah.
ceiling. What
Will
happens
your
then?
ceiling
What
fan
happens then?
Stab through you.
What happens then, Kirk Cameron?
Yeah. I bet he doesn't have an answer to that.
And then I'd ask him how on Growing Pains his best friend was named Boner, and the actress who played his sister, Tracy Gold, was anorexic and bulimic, and thanks to Hollywood and everyone telling her she was huge when she wasn't, and how Leonardo DiCaprio now dates women like 1/4 of his age, and how his dad, Alan Thicke's son, Robin Thicke, wrote a top 10 pop song about rape. And Kirk Cameron's biggest problem is gay people. I want to ask him why that is. Like, why'd you settle on that? You got a million things to choose from, kid, and that's your trigger. Thumbs down
And you
to
know
you.
you know what? Shout out what's her name? Ashley Johnson, is that her name? She played like the young daughter that came later on, Chrissy. Was that her name on
Oh,
the show? Chrissy?
their
Yeah.
Urkel.
Yeah. Shout out to her, man.
Is she awesome?
Yeah, I don't know.
Sure.
She does the voice of Ellie in not the Walking Dead, The Last of Us.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
She seems like cool people.
Nice. I like that. We'll do a deep dive on her
And-
one day.
And Kirk Cameron.
100%. Although he would not like that at all.
No, he wouldn't.
No, he wouldn't.
That's why I'm gonna do it. All right.
Yeah, we're coming.
Let's move on.
Oh, we just got a text from Nicholas Pickles. He's telling you to calm down, Sal.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, he's like,
Yeah,
too far,
fair.
bro. Too far.
All right.
Yeah. Also, have you tried the new hot wings at KFC?
You hear they're bringing back that double down, bro? I'll be first in line. First in line for that.
It's the Nicholas Pickles triple down. Nah, bro. 2 ain't enough for the pick.
Yo, you guys know.
Animated.
You guys know
Colonel-
what Nick Pick likes?
Animated Colonel, who now is like cool and has like the broccoli haircuts. Like, damn, Nicholas Pickles, that's a lot of chicken. You thought you got away,
There ain't
Nicholas
enough fried
Pickles. You
chicken in
thought
the
you
world
got
for
away.
old Nicholas Pickles.
He's,
Oh, my
he's,
God.
he's yelling into the empty bucket of chicken like a cave. Hello, Nicholas Pickles. Did you have all 20 pieces? Damn, Colonel, I need more. Get the Nicholas Pickles 25 pack now at KFC. This is making
Why are
my
you ragging on this guy, man?
this is making my top 10. Sorry, Nicholas Pickles.
Oh, man.
Okay,
How's Tarzan Dan doing?
he almost died of cancer. Actually,
Oh, Jesus.
He's okay.
Man.
I'm
All
sorry,
right.
for real. Yeah. He's okay though. He's okay. He's back. He's back. He's fine. He's fine.
All right.
He's okay.
Okay. All right.
It's all the YTV folks today we're talking about. Yeah. Who'd win in a fight? Nicholas Pickles or Tarzan Dan pre-cancer?
I'm taking Tarzan Dan pre or post cancer.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
All right.
You know, I'm thinking Nicholas Pickles is a little.
I'm looking up Tarzan Dan right now to make sure that makes sense. Yeah, okay.
Tarzan Dan replied. Did I tell you this?
No.
This may have been like you'd appreciate this, Phenom. I found a hit list cassette tape and I posted a picture of it on Facebook, and then someone tagged Tarzan Dan, and Tarzan Dan
no
was
way.
like, "That's awesome," and then I was like, "You're awesome, Tarzan Dan," and then Shaney Modine, I don't know if he meant to say it to me directly in an email, but he commented on the thread right below where I said, "You're awesome," and he said, "Tarzan Dan is not awesome. He has a giant ego."
Wow.
Yeah, shots fired. Who would win in a 3-way fight between Nicholas Pickles, Tarzan Dan, and Shaney Modine? I like to think Shaney has some. This is just this guy in Swift
I
Currents
like to
that
think
comments on
Shaney.
everything on
I don't
Facebook.
know who the third person is in
I
that,
thought you were
so-
gonna
Who
say-
is the third man, Sal?
I thought you were gonna say Nicholas Pickles, Tarzan Dan pre-cancer, Tarzan Dan post-cancer.
Not cool, man. Not cool.
Good God, man.
Good God,
Where's
Phenom.
this show going?
Jeez, that was the line. I'm disappointed. That was good.
I think
Okay.
I think Snit would kick all their asses.
Is that with or without PJ Phil's hand up its What's that, Snit?
PJ feels
No,
the man, bro.
no, we can't. The cameras are still on Snit.
Oh man.
How many times do you think they cut away from that?
Yeah.
And then that girl with the weird voice was like, PJ Phil, the hell are you doing? No, we talked about this. And everybody runs on set with
What girl is this?
with like spray bottles, and they start like a cat. Who's that girl with the weird voice that was on YTV? She does like a ton of, you know her.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about. I just saw her in an episode of The Studio.
Yeah.
Sugar Baby.
Yes. How did I
Yeah,
not
yeah,
remember Sugar? Come on, Curtis.
Yeah.
You know, Sugar Baby.
The hell's the matter with you? All right, should we get back into this episode?
Yeah, we're running out of time, but let's go. Okay. What are we talking about? Blossom, right.
Book club's coming, Curtis. The book club is coming.
Yeah, right.
Get
fuck the book
Blossom
club,
out of here. We
Dufferin
got to talk
Avenue
about
Media.
Catcher in the Rye.
All right, yeah.
All right, sorry.
Actually, apparently it's all smut.
Yeah,
I've
they're
been
not
watching.
reading
All right.
Catcher in the Rye.
Yeah, they're reading smut,
Oh,
which
okay.
is like props to them. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I can
Gary
dig
has
that.
questions.
Don't we all? All right.
Side plot: Joey believes. What am I talking about? Joey believes these stories. Oh, he's reading like the National Enquirer.
Yeah, he's reading like one
He's
of
reading,
those
like,
like
those
celebrity
trash
gossip
tabloid- yeah.
newspapers. Yeah. And I was like, this has to be a Don Rio take on
Yeah.
something, but I don't quite know what it is.
And so he's just being an idiot, and then he walks out, and then we cut to Six, who's leaning against the island in the kitchen. She goes, God, he's sexy when he's stupid. And I said, what is it about the Russo kitchen that gets everyone horned up? Like, is there some
That's a
like,
good
is there
point.
some weird like potpourri thing going on there that like what is it about the
Yeah,
kitchen?
it's got to be. Yeah.
Like she's
And
standing.
I love how like everybody just when she says that, everyone just looks at her and they just like accept that that's just how it is now. Like nobody's shocked by what she just said.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, it's just like, all right. Go have a cold
right.
shower there, Six.
Yeah, Six is
Another
all
day.
horned up for
Just
Joey.
another day in the Russo house. We too many cooks school. Does that happen?
Yep.
We go to school, and I thought this was funny. Blossom's going off on some feminist rant, and good for her, because that's what this show actually should have. And she's like, when I'm
Right.
70, I'm going to date a guy who's 19. And Six goes, ooh, the sex could be fatal. And Blossom says, hey, if he dies, he dies. And that made me laugh.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Like-
was a good line. I like that. Yeah.
We meet Chip.
Pretty funny.
We meet Chip.
Yeah.
I can't
And
wait to hear who this guy is, Sal.
Yeah. She goes, oh, look, here comes Mr. Charming. And I wrote, it's Alfredo Linguini from Ratatouille. He just comes strolling up, like trying to hit it on Blossom.
Totally is.
Yeah.
His hat's like, you'll be fine. Just talk to her.
Yeah. Yeah. Blossom like fully rejects his ass, just sends this guy packing, like wants nothing to do with him. And then here comes Audrey. Audrey, the doppelganger. She's wearing the exact same outfit as Blossom. She wants to hang out.
Yeah, not what a doppelganger is, but anyway, yeah, she wants to
Yeah.
hang out.
Yeah, Blossom's completely blowing her off. She wants to hang out after school. She says no. She's got to practice. She's got to go to trumpet practice. And now Audrey just got a trumpet, just like Blossom. Blossom says excellent. So that joke is making a comeback for some reason. Yeah, so this is where I discovered that it's not Mayim Bialik playing both roles. It actually is a separate girl.
I liked your idea. I never
Yeah.
thought of that, but over on the Mermoose Media YouTube channel, where I do a Disney VHS review segment, I just watched a episode of 2004 Lizzie McGuire where this exact same plot happens, like exactly the same.
Oh,
the
wow.
big sister and the 7th grader thinks she's cool and starts dressing exactly like her and like slowly takes her place like a doppelganger.
Huh.
Anyway,
Who was it written by?
yeah,
Was it
I
written by
didn't-
Glenn Mercer?
Probably. Glenn
Huh.
came out of retirement for one episode of Lizzie McGuire. Got this original new
Let's look
episode.
this up.
This episode killed. Okay, I'll keep going. So Shelley, who is so private with her drawings, leaves the house and leaves her sketch pad in the middle of the kitchen table because, like, none of the other 16 people that live there would ever want to use the kitchen table. So her sketch pad's
Yeah,
there.
I know.
So of
It
course,
takes up like the whole table.
Anthony looks at it, and Phenom, you're gonna enjoy this. He starts freaking out because he sees a cartoon frog that he thinks resembles him, and he is just furious about this. He's furious that she drew him as a frog.
Yeah,
Why is he mad about this?
I know. He
Why is he
says it's
overreacting?
mockery, it's ridicule. Yeah, he's like way overreacting about this. He like drags Blossom into the kitchen to show her.
Look,
And then-
look, I'm a frog.
Yeah. And then Shelly shows up coincidentally.
Yeah.
Like, obviously that's gonna happen. So and then she sees him looking through the book. And I was like, I mean, she did leave the sketchbook on the kitchen table in a house that I'm not sure if she currently lives there or not. So
Yeah.
I don't know what she was expecting. And then yeah, Tony Blossom's like, all right, well, this is gonna be a fight, so she leaves. And yeah, Tony's just going off about how he doesn't want to be this frog. He doesn't want to be any other based on any other characters. One of them was Ivan the impotent iguana. Yeah, and then he asks if she turned her old boyfriend Roscoe into anything, and she says, "Yeah, a giant stallion." And then
You're not making friends,
Joey's
Shell.
reaction as he's leaving, or Tony's reaction as he's leaving the room here is actually hilarious, though.
Well done. I'm gonna back up.
Okay.
When he's freaking out, he asks Blossom how she would feel if Vinny thought of her as a frog, and she pauses and goes, "Well, I wouldn't jump up and down about it." And that made me laugh. And then that made me remember. You want to hear a story, Sal? You want to hear a story?
I think I'm about to.
I was probably in like grade 6 or 7, and I was at my friend Scott's house, and that's not someone I hung out with a lot. And he was a little bit of a lunatic, and there was like, I think it was like a couple of us there at Scott, and we were there, like his parents left, and he was like, "I think my dad has dirty magazines. Let's find him." And we were like, I don't know, man. Because, like, again, we weren't, like, super close with this guy. And he starts, like, I wouldn't say ransacking the house, but he's, like, throwing open, like, closets and, like, looking through stuff. And we're, like, in the hallway. We're not committing. We're just, like, waiting to see what happens. And he goes into his parents' room, and he starts going through drawers. And he brings into the hallway a pair of black boxer shorts with a frog on the front, and it says, "Rub it, rub it." And that is burned in my mind, Sal. When I die and my life flashes before my eyes, that is going to be one of the millisecond clips. We were just like, "We're going to go, Scott. It's been fun. Well, good luck. We're going to go." And then I think it was Mike and I left, and we got on our bikes, and we were just like, that's the story of the the rub it boxers.
All right. Well, now I see. Okay.
I'm really happy I got
So
to tell
that's
that
where your
story.
mind was going to this.
Yeah,
Wow.
it really took me.
Shout out Scott and his parents.
Yeah, his parents, right? Keeping the flame alive, right? Good for them.
Sure.
That's all it took. Funny
This isn't
boxers.
awkward for anyone.
No, not at all. Okay. Yeah, so she's mad that she left her sketchbook open in the middle of a table in a house she doesn't live in, and everybody looked at it, right?
Yeah.
Anthony says, yeah, Ivan the impotent iguana. And then, yeah, here it was. She's like, when they say Ivan the impotent iguana, there are some girls in the crowd. There's like 3 distinct, woo, yeah! Like, there's some revved up girls in the crowd. And I love it. I love that they're making like jokes like this that get the girls in the crowd to cheer. Like this is what this show should be. This is exactly what the show should be. This is what the humor should be.
I didn't
it should
catch
be like
that. That's
it should be
hilarious.
like man humor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like not putting men down constantly, but just like something to get the ladies to cheer. I'm like, this is we're on the right track.
That's what does it apparently.
And it continues. Yeah. So yeah, so this is going nowhere till she says that she turned her fiance Roscoe into a giant stallion, and I said, yeah, both the reactions are actually pretty great. I made note of that too. They both played
Yeah.
that. They both
Yeah.
stuck the landing in that. All right, you're gonna go back to Audrey and Blossom.
Yeah, so back at school, Linguini's getting rejected by Blossom again. And then Audrey comes up wearing the same thing as Blossom again. Blossom basically tells her off.
Yeah.
Audrey outright says she wants to copy Blossom's style and personality. And then the school bell rings and one extra like darts across the screen so fast. Did you notice that? The bell rang and some guy just like starts booking it. Like
well,
he had
well,
1.5
Jimmy
seconds
with
of
the gun is
screen
back.
time. Yeah. Yeah, totally.
He showed up.
Wrong episode, pal. Oh, I read the wrong script. This isn't the school shooting one.
Blossom. He's dead. Was that the last time? Was that the last time we saw Vinny?
It was probably one of the last times. Yeah. No, last time we saw him, he was proposing to
Oh,
Blossom, which has
That's
not
right.
come up again.
That's right. Well, I mean, after
Yeah.
you survive a school shooting, maybe you want to propose. I don't know. There's a lot
Yeah.
going on with Vinny, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
right.
Yeah. Blossom basically tells her off and then walks away. And then we get like that 90s sitcom shot of like her around the corner with like sad music playing. And she sees like Audrey sitting on the bench, like looking dejected. And
Where
like
they're
now
using like
Blossom's starting to feel bad about it.
the foreground,
Yeah,
right?
it's like the, yeah.
Yeah. So okay, I'm saying how this is exactly to the T what's happening over on the Lizzie McGuire show I'm also watching. And then I said, you know what
Wow.
would be a great gritty reboot is like Lizzie McGuire, but it's like Lizzie Borden going to high school. Right? How she has to keep her like murderous thoughts in check the whole time because it's like before
And
you
what,
could
like
do
the,
like a school
the
shooting.
cartoons telling her to murder all the time.
Yeah, that's exactly. You know, like, all right, kids, remember
Didn't
to
the
hand
dad?
it. Remember to
Didn't the
hand.
dad from that show just die?
Probably, Lizzie.
Didn't he?
They're probably
Didn't he
like,
hang
you know,
himself?
the bell rings and the teacher's like, all right, remember to hand in your 3-page essay about the Civil War. Then it goes to animated. Hackety hack, Lizzie. No, Lizzie. We'll miss track.
Yeah, the
practice.
dad on Lizzie McGuire was Robert Carradine.
He died?
Yeah, he hung himself.
No, did he really?
I don't know if he hung himself. He committed suicide though,
Oh,
and that's
that's
I know his
sad.
brother hung himself or his dad. I don't know. The other Carradine.
What is happening? I didn't know any of this.
Oh.
Damn. Well,
Yeah.
Lizzie Borden's funny when she kills people, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
she's hot. That's what makes it okay.
Is that what her thing was?
I don't know. She was a Sunday school teacher, so yeah. This has been like, I don't know if we've ever, even in the audio only days, done an episode that we've got more off topic this many times.
We've gotten off topic a lot.
They are arguing about their clothes, and I would like to point out they're both dressed like Steve from Blue's Clues. They're literally wearing like brown slacks and a white and green striped shirt, and they're all up at each other's grill about fashion.
Yeah. They open up the locker and they're like, "We just got a letter. We
Yes,
just got
right?
a letter."
Well, we get that ambitious shot, I said, and I said, is this a clue? Who directed this? Get out your notebook. It was Todd Wass. We are looking for Blue's Clues. You stole my thunder. I was going to sing the whole thing. And then I said,
sorry.
sad Blossom Carell draw transitions into dead Nick Russo Carell draw.
Yeah, what is that? It's like he had a storyline and then they cut it for time because like the whole joke here is like he's asleep on the couch.
Well, he also directed it, so maybe that's why he isn't in them.
Okay.
But I
fair
like to
enough.
think he showed up with his scuba gear and he's like, hey guys,
Yeah.
Dad brought his
You got-
scuba
you
gear.
got another story for me this week?
Whoa, Nick's
Nah,
gonna go
you're
scuba.
directing
No,
this
go
one.
just lie on the couch.
Yeah. Yeah, so the door slams, Nick pops up, goes, "You break up with Vinny?" And then Blossom's telling him the story about Audrey trying to be her doppelganger. Nick could not give less of a shit.
But he does say, why do Germans have a word for that? Is that a big problem over there? And I never thought of that. That was actually pretty funny. Like, why do only Germans have a word for doppelganger? Fascinating.
That is pretty
when this whole
fascinating,
journey
actually,
is
yeah.
said and done, that may be my biggest takeaway. Why is that a thing only in Germany? That's terrifying. Absolutely. I gotta ask my mom. Is that why they
All
hide?
right.
Is that why they hide the pickle at Christmas? Because the doppelgangers are trying to get it? Like what?
I don't know what that tradition is. Hide the pickle at Christmas?
Yeah, and that's not
What?
even a
That sounds like
euphemism.
something.
No, they hide the
Oh
pickle.
man,
Look
that
it up.
sounds like your friend Scott's parents right there.
They you hide a pickle in the Christmas tree for the young
Ah.
German kids, and the first one to find it gets a prize. They get to have
Sounds
fun. They get to
thrilling.
have fun for 7 seconds.
Yeah. You are allowed to smile on Christmas.
You found
Oh,
you
God.
found the pickle. Today's beating will be less extreme for you. That's not a German stereotype at all. I don't know.
No, it's not. It's not.
Wrap
You
this
found
up,
the
Sal.
pickle. Now Belschnickel won't come cut off your paws. All right.
I give up. I can't do this.
Are we just gonna wrap up on this episode?
You dropped bells. I'm crying. So.
Oh man.
That is probably the funniest thing you've ever said.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, okay.
I'll take
I'm sorry. Joey comes in hot and says he got hit in the balls with a ball, and the ladies in the
Yeah.
crowd woo again. And this is
I heard this one.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like
He said that after he said he was talking about, like, you know, when you hit the ball off, like you hit it down and it hits off home plate, it ended up hitting him in the nuts. And then he was like, "Are you all right?" He's like, "Yeah, but my kids will probably be born with a headache." And then that's when I heard girls in the audience laughing.
Like,
And
they-
then
they cracked the code. It's like make vague penis references in this show, and the girls come out of
Yeah.
their seats. That's like literally
yeah,
what they should have been doing since like this kind of humor is what this
Yeah.
show should be from start to finish. Like legit.
yeah, and then Nick tells Tony or Joey that he went to go see the Nutcracker, and apparently that was legit. And Joey's getting all mad at him, and the crowd is going fucking nuts over
Right.
this.
This
Yeah.
they cracked the code in this episode. This is what this show should be. I said even if Nick was like, "Man, the syphilis is burning extra much today," the ladies would have been like, "Woo, hell yeah!" Right? Like that's. And he mentioned just
Nah, fair
sets him
enough.
off. That's
Yeah.
this. It's right here. It's right here. This is what your show should have been.
You
since
have the
day one.
formula.
Like, give the ladies who are your target audience something to cheer about. Like, yeah, his kids may be born with a headache. Nutcracker, ladies lose their minds. I said, was there like a stagette in the audience today?
There must have been, yeah. Yeah. Like
The
a
amount of
bachelorette.
estrogen coming from the audience is what this show needs every week. Too many cooks. Anthony and Shelly are still fighting, and Shelly's having none of it. She's like opposite Rhonda Joe, hey? There's like no drama with her.
Yeah. Yeah. And the angle of like where they were sitting was really weird. And I actually had to rewind this scene to make sure that they were still in the Russo house. I was like, oh, they have their own
Yeah.
place? Like, it didn't look like the living room.
And then now it just gets dumb, where she's like, "I like you like a frog," and he's like, "Ribbit, ribbit," and that just
Yeah.
turns her
Yeah.
on. And she's like,
And
"God,
then they
that's
start
sexy."
basically-
And the stagette party
Yeah.
hollers again, and this chick is weird. He keeps acting like a frog, and she jumps on him on the couch. And okay, let's.
Yeah, they're just gonna like
We're-
do it in the living room.
The
on
wheels are
couch,
coming
like-
off. The wheels are coming off.
Yeah.
I didn't need this side plot. I like
Right.
Shelly a little less. We go to Sports Hall of Shame. Everyone's watching this TV show now, and they go to the highlights, and they go to the baseball game at Taylor High, and they watch Joey getting hit in the nuts with the ball.
Tyler High.
Was it Tyler High? Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Put an extra,
No,
put
that's
an A
right.
in there.
Um,
I typed the word Taylor a lot, okay? So it auto-corrected.
okay.
All right.
So yeah, you don't see the clip, but you just hear the crack of the bat and then a boink sound effect.
Yeah.
Just like boink, and then like yeah, everybody's laughing. Joey's crying, and then the final line of the scene is, "Hey, you want a Band-Aid for that?"
The guy on TV
Which
goes, "I'll bet this
is
guy sounds like Mariah Carey," and everyone's laughing. And then Anthony goes, "You want a Band-Aid for that?" And the girls in the crowd cannot get enough of this.
Yeah, they loved it.
And everyone on the show is like, "Wow, those jokes really landed with our audience." Well, never do that again. Wow, everyone
Yeah.
on set, the girls in the audience had a really good time at today's taping. They weren't looking at the ground as we brought out a parade of bikini models for no reason. Like, this was like a show for girls, written about girls that landed. No, yeah, all right. Well, that was one and done.
Yeah, never do that again.
Yeah. Audrey comes back. They're dressed the same again. They both tried to dress like unblossomish and ended up dressing the same way anyway because they both thought that's how Blossom wouldn't dress, and that was kind of funny. She says she used to walk down the halls like with her head down like a geek. Do geeks walk with their head down? Is that a geek
Apparently.
trait? I don't know.
I don't know.
That's
I
dumb.
don't know. And then she's like, "Yeah, I walk up with my head held high now." And she's like, "Oh, because you're more confident." And she's like, "No, because I'm looking for you." Yeah. So then here comes Chip Linguini again, and then Blossom manages to like pawn him off on Audrey. They hit it off immediately and start talking Blossom right in front of her, which I thought was really funny.
Yeah. And then Blossom just like,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. So they hit it off. They hit it off and walk away, and then yeah, we basically get that freeze frame of Blossom being like, "God," and that's the end of the show.
I'll bring this up more in the next one, but have you already noticed they just kind of end now? We used to rag on the
Yeah.
show for they had to have a stupid pun to end the show. And we
Yeah.
ragged on that forever. And now it just like suddenly ends. And I don't know if this is any better. It's very jarring.
It doesn't seem like it. I mean, I feel like the show almost could have ended the scene before with,
Yeah.
"Hey, do you want a Band-Aid for that?" But then I guess they needed to wrap up this Audrey story, so here we are. Yeah, you have a lesson? You
I
have
do have a
for this
lesson.
one?
This
Okay,
is
let's
what
hear it.
This is what the show should be. I've said it for this whole thing. Like, the jokes didn't all land. The plots weren't all A+, but the plots were mostly like aimed at girl problems. Nick wasn't treating women like garbage. Blossom was like a feminist. There was a bunch of jokes that made the girls in the audience hoot and holler. This is literally the blueprint of what every episode of this show should have been. And I know this is going to sound weird, but I've said this before, but like I always try to watch these through like kind of like a lens of like a teenage girl, and I know that sounds really weird, but like what would your core audience be seeing watching this in the 90s, you know? I've said that so many times. I've never worded it like that, but like for this one, you know, I'd be like, hell yeah, girls are awesome. If I was watching this in the 90s as like a high school girl, I'd be like, yeah, cool, this was a good show. Like, I don't feel bad about myself or have body images after this one. And like this one like legitimately like kind of propped the gender up a little bit, I thought.
Fair enough. All right, so why don't
That
we
was my
take
takeaway.
it to what time is it, Phenom?
It's time for Whoa or No.
Big whoa for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of on the fence. I'm
Yeah.
leaning more towards no, but
That's fair. It wasn't a great episode.
no, it wasn't. It wasn't a great episode, but it was far from the worst one of this season, especially.
And like I said, I felt like it didn't set women back 20 years like most of these episodes do. So that gets a whoa for me.
All right, I'll give it a whoa based on
the young
mailman
female
walking
audience
across
probably
the front
didn't
lawn.
walk away feeling really about themselves like they usually do after an episode of Blossom. So giving it a
Fair
yay.
enough. Yeah, all right. I'll give it a whoa just based on the mailman walking across the front lawn. Changing it up. Changing it up in the establishing shots. I like it. All right, let's go to the pit. Nothing too interesting. Ellen Blaine played Audrey. Jack Price played Chip, and Fred Roggin played himself. He was the host of the fail of the week or whatever it was. And nothing really interesting on any of their IMDb's.
I have a name here that I don't know if it means anything. May have been something completely different.
Okay.
Samaria Graham, actress. Why did I write that down? Was I doing two things at once?
It's entirely possible.
Samaria Graham Blossom.
Let's see what we got.
Oh,
is she,
Shelley Russo. That's Shelley. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why I have
Not
to look
in the
that
pit.
up. No,
so-
no. I think that was like
shit, he was on Ghost Rider? No way.
I think that was a reminder to look this girl up later, but I won't. But that was why. That's who that
Okay.
is. That makes sense. We're okay. Keep going.
No, that's all I got.
All right.
That's it for me. So what do we think? What do we got?
Is this where we tag in Phenom?
Are you ready?
I think so.
Yeah.
Next week,
Yeah.
season 4, episode 16, Getting Lucky.
Oh.
It's a big one, Curtis. It's a big
Oh.
one.
Let's go.
Don't know.